Hello everyone, I'm going to show you how I make taco soup. I did not come up with this recipe myself, it was actually my friend Brandy. So first we're going to take 1.5 pounds of ground beef and 1 medium onion diced up. This onion here came from our garden and we froze it for further use. Next we're going to get the crock pot ready, and I love using Crockpot liners. It makes cleanup so easy, and I've never had an issue with them leaking or sticking to the bottom. So here I'm just going to be placing the Crockpot liner in the Crockpot. Now I'm getting all the ingredients ready to put into the crock pot. First, you're going to brown your meat and your onions together until done. Now this is optional. You do not have to brown your meat before you put it in the crock pot. It will cook on its own, but I prefer to brown them together to mix the flavors. So as far as the ingredients, I'm going to use 1 can of diced tomatoes with green chilies, and you can use any of your preferred diced canned tomatoes with Italian seasonings or no seasonings, and you can season this yourself, but we prefer 1 can of this. And you're going to take the whole can and dump it in the crock pot, juice and all. Next, I'm going to add just a regular can of diced tomatoes. And again, you're going to add the whole can, juice and all. I do 1 can of seasoned diced tomatoes and 1 can of regular, as my 4 kids do not like anything too spicy. So I add just this all in, juice included. The next thing that I'm going to add in is 1 can of tomato sauce. It just thickens the soup up just a little bit. And then we're going to add 1 can of the sweet corn, juice and all. And I like to keep a plastic grocery bag on the side to put all my garbage in at once. That way I'm not running back and forth. Next, I'm adding 1 can of red beans. Now you can add chili beans, kidney beans, black beans, whatever you prefer in your taco soup. Again, my kids are kind of picky eaters, so if I put the red beans in, they honestly don't even notice. And again, we're going to put that in, juice and all. Next, we're going to add 1 packet of taco seasoning. And you can choose any kind of taco seasoning that you want. I have mild here or original, but you could add medium or spicy or hot. And then 1 packet of the dry ranch dressing. Now here I'm just going to stir my meat and get it nice and brown with the onions translucent. And while that continues to brown, I'm going to take a spoon and just mix all of the ingredients that we put in the crock pot already together. And you can always play around with the recipe if you don't like as thick of a soup, or you can add more if you want a thicker soup. This recipe is so versatile that you can just do anything. Now I'm going to take the ground beef. I'm using a slotted spatula to drain some of the grease off, and I'm placing that in the crock pot. Again, this is 1.5 pounds of ground beef and 1 medium onion. And the benefit to browning your beef and onions beforehand is you don't need to cook it as long. And now we're just going to stir it all together. And this is how it looks when it's done. You leave it in the crock pot for 4 to 6 hours. We use sour cream, cheddar cheese, and I also buy those tortilla strips to place on top of it, which is not in this video, but feel free to add chives or anything else that you prefer. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching. Please like and share, and don't forget to subscribe if you would like to see more.